What happened this?
Wow. Holy moly.
Oh, my eye, my left eye,
How
man.
do you get the nail off your wrist?
There's a click, there's a click.
You ready? Good. All right, good. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming back for a second time.
Hogu.
I just want to kind of update you up with a few
Chat, what are all these, like, badges, chat? Like, prestiges or something like that? Chat, what's all that? Like, how do you get all that?
things, clarify a few things, and then take any questions after the fact. Again, I'm Chief Maggi, Chief of Department. I'm here with Chief Kemper, Chief of Transit, and Commissioner Daughtry, Chief of Staff to the Chief of Department.
Chief, man.
Again, earlier today, as I said, about
Hangman
12:30, 12:45, we became aware, our entertainment unit and our intelligence division became aware of this post
4 a.m.
submitted
here,
by
perfect.
an influencer saying that he was going to be here today and he was going to give away some gaming systems and some other prizes.
Chat, I'm gonna keep it a buck, okay? Okay, chat. Guys, I'm not gonna act like I'm above any of that shit, okay? But after I saw the video of Lil Xan or whatever, right? It clicked in my head not to do this shit, okay? I told you guys, chat, I would be stupid to say that I'm ignorant about it, because I'm really not. I watched that video and I was like, holy fuck, my brain clicked in that this is like a no-no.
Well, we were aware of that. The local precinct sent a few police officers out here. Manhattan South Patrol Bureau sent some leadership out here. It was about 300 people around 1:30. Not a big crowd.
Hold up, I can tell them
Something
about
we
no
didn't expect for a social media event like this. But this event grew exponentially,
Better now,
rapidly,
Jack? Mono
fast. And again, this is the power of social media. The power of social media. There were thousands of young people here at this event. This wasn't a permitted event. It wasn't a sanctioned event. As the crowd grew, our response grew. We called the level one mobilization. When the crowd got bigger, we called the level 2 mobilization. As the kids started becoming more and more unruly and disorderly, we called the level 4 mobilization. All right. So again, we continue to make sure our response grew as the crowd grew. All right. A lot of these young people, they were not following
4
our
stars.
orders. They really wanted to see this influencer, and it got to the point we were able to get the influencer out, and at that point we were trying to take control of the scene. The young people out here, all right, and this is one of the first things we recognize.
Level 4, is up according to this again, chat, is that everyone responds, like an all hands on deck type shit.
The leadership, when we all got together, that this is a group of young people, and we had to be very, very delicate in how we handled this, all right? We wanted the kids to just comply with us and leave, but we were met with a lot of resistance. We were attacked. My older brother just called and told me he saw a video of me getting hit in the head with an object. It was a very tough situation out here, and I really have to commend the women and men of this department, the level of restraint that they showed in addressing these young people, getting this place cleared out.
Fair enough.
You know, when it was time for us to make arrests, we made arrests, and I think we were very professional in how we did this. So this is the greatest department in the world, all right? And a big salute from me to all my men and women of this department. Parents, and I have to commend, there were some parents who came out here, there were parents who called. There were parents who came to us and said, I believe my child's in there, I want to get my child out of there. But I had thousands of kids out there, I needed thousands of parents out there, all right? We don't want to do this. We want our young people to come out and gather and have fun. But when it gets to the point where they're disorderly, we want the parents to come and take control and let us take a step back, all right? Young people destroyed our vehicles. My car's destroyed. Commissioner Daughtry's car's destroyed.
Well,
other police vehicles destroyed. They destroyed food carts. They destroyed stores.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't use validity to that statement, but I think overall, I think on the fly, like that's. I didn't really see the whole story. I don't think that's really possible. It's not a tangible solution on the fly when things are already active. Like, bro, if all the parents of all the children that are stacked in a spot came and get their children, we're talking about like triple the amount of people. How the fuck can? That's not really fucking possible, is it? Wait, are you guys intending that it's a possible thing to happen in the real world where every parent of every kid in that situation will come out and come pick them up in real life and you go, hey, let's go home, all of them, You're talking about like 5,000 extra people that are gonna show up at the same. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
When we started clearing the young people out here, young people ran through the streets of this
I don't
city,
know what the guys is.
taking plates off people who are outside dining, throwing their plates at police officers. All right. After I spoke to you the first time earlier, a 17-year-old, but a 17-year-old was at Bellevue, and we believe the 17-year-old was shot at first, but we come to find out it was from fireworks. But when you have M80s and heavy-duty explosives being thrown around a crowd of thousands of people, you're talking about a very dangerous, chaotic situation.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
We can't let this happen here. We can't let this happen with our young people. So again, I have to implore the parents, all right? I have to implore the parents that we need your help with this. And again, I got to commend the men and women of the NYPD with their restraint.
All right, we're going to take a couple of questions. We'll go.
Makes sense, yeah.
Victoria, man?
How many arrests have been made?
65 arrests.
Holy
30
shit!
of them are juveniles.
All right. Ali Bauman.
How were officers able to get the crowd to disperse in the end when they were walking toward Avenue?
That's
Well, I think one of
crazy.
the biggest thing is once we took the influencer out, once we got the influencer out of here, then the young people, the reason they came down here, the reason they all descended upon Union Square was gone. So I think at that point, the young people were running around. It took us some time to push them out. Some were arrested for a variety of different charges, but a lot of patience by the men and women of this department.
All right, Anthony DiLorenzo, Pix 11. Chief, are you going to charge Kai Cenat?
Yes. The influencer is charged. He's going to be charged with multiple counts, at least 2 counts of inciting a riot, unlawful assembly, and a few other charges.
Ollie Hare, 1010 wins.
As your officers were taking him out to get out.
Oh, that's expensive.
Chaotic people like swarming him.
Oh shit. Yeah, chat. That is chat. Because you guys can say I don't know much about this, okay? But I watched a video about this and I did some research off stream. But it's very thing because I didn't think it was real. Okay. It could get expensive. I get it. He's rich or whatever, right? But it's not just the lawyer fees or whatever the fuck. It's the fines that come from the riot or the thing, and it really sucks that it's all a fallout of something that starts small. When things snowball and you're ahead of it, I mean, shit. It's just it's unfortunate. But guys, I'm not saying one is wrong. One is I'm just saying that I've read about it before.
That I can't give. I can't speak for the influencer. We were able to get him and security team out of here, and I think once we got him out of here, it started to help.
What, those stack? What's the that it stacks is that if there's like tangible damage or whatever, and it caused a lot of bullshit. Well, I mean, it kind of the way that I saw last time is that it kind of holds them accountable pretty much for like a lot of the fallout. That's what I saw from the video last time. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm speculating, I guess.
Teresa, Fox 5.
Chief, the city sees demonstrations and riots all the time. What was so unique about this one that it evolved so quickly?
The power of social media, and I spoke about it earlier. The power of social media, the danger of social media.
Yeah, they're going to hold them responsible.
We
That's what I'm saying right now.
300 kids to a couple of thousand kids in minutes. We have to be responsible when we use this tool. All right, again, it's a great thing. We want our young people to enjoy their lives. This is what it's all about. All right, we were all there at one time in our lives, but it can't be a situation where it's dangerous. All right, and the young people, when you come to an event like this, come and have a good time. But when it's time to leave, it doesn't mean it's time for you to go out and destroy things. What we saw here today, we do not want our young people to destroy things.
Chap, because I know there's a lot of young people in chat that don't really understand a lot of these things. The logistics of a big gatherings of people are very elaborate. Okay, the amount of space, if people are confined, heat, water, escapes. There's a lot that goes with big gatherings. Okay. And the thing is that it all comes into play and has to be organized when it's at that scale, okay? And a good example of this on how that plays out is Tenacon. And people say, oh, Tenacon, lol W, Tenacon, lol. Well, Tenacon was a big disaster, and it could have gone even worse. Why? Because it wasn't organized properly, and even though it was advertised, it was over capacity and a lot of things, and a lot of it goes against protocol, and that's a problem. Okay, it's why events of that size, at that magnitude, have to be prepared in advance in a lot of ways. And dude, because I'm not even saying like that. I don't even know what happened with Kai, and I didn't read about any of it. I'm saying in general. That's how it is. And people will say Astroworld. Astroworld is a multitude of points of failures, and everybody failed ahead of time. They knew for a fact that the security protocols were breached ahead of time, hours in advance. They knew it was overcapacity. They knew it was too much, and at that point, they should have done the right thing, and they should have just fucking say, you know what, dude? It's our job to make a safe environment, and that was breached, right? So therefore, the gates were breached. It's overcapacity. That's our fault. The only solution is to fucking cancel. It sucks. It's expensive. It's a lot of damage in money. You lose a lot of money. That's what the fucking business is about, okay? If you can't assure that it's not gonna get over capacity, you can't fucking run it. And if it does get breached, you have to cancel it. That's how it works.
Time for 1 or 2 more questions. Steve, New York Post.
Was anyone shot at all during this?
No, initially we got reports of that a person was shot. Hospital staff confirmed that it was debris, and it probably happened simultaneously with some of the heavy-duty explosives that were thrown out here.
Heavy-duty explosives?
I mean, when you're dealing with something like this, heavy-duty explosives, it just, the potential, the amount of danger that is here, that we're in the midst of, you know, we can't even calculate it.
M80, bro.
Again, just a great job by the men and women of this department showing restraint.
All right, this will be our final question. Jessica Cunnington, NBC4.
Are officers monitoring any other groups at this point, like at this hour? And then also, I know you spoke about it earlier, but just talk about kind of dissecting
what
of today leading up to try to prevent this again. I mean, it's like 2023, social media.
Absolutely.
Oh shit, chat. Here's my response to that, chat. I'm gonna cut him off. It really fucking sucks that it was Kai and somebody that I know or whatever, and it's in proximity of our environment or whatever the fuck. But unfortunately, chat, if they don't go hard on that, and that becomes really common, you're gonna have a bunch of TikTokers, YouTubers, and it's gonna get fucking disastrous. And since this doesn't happen very often, there's a chance they do go hard on to make an example. Because when that shit snowballs, you're asking for a permanent fucking riot city, and that's such a problem, dude. So I'm not saying it's what I want to happen. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying, I'm telling you, it is a reasonable conclusion to think that it's a slippery slope. Okay, it is.
I mean, it's always going to be a challenge for the men and women of this department, for law enforcement. What do? Someone puts a post on social media, I'll be here at this place. You know, people love this influencer, any influencer. They love the influencer. They have a lot of followers. I'll be here. People are going to show up. What do we do? How do we handle that? I mean, our social entertainment unit, I think, you know, we have to reach out to some of our influencers and ask them to be responsible with this, to help us with this. I'm not against young people coming here. If we knew about this, we could have had the barriers out here. We could have police.
Be responsible, bro.
We could have did disorderly.
Bro.
They could have gave whatever gifts they have for young people away. I encourage this. We want our young people to come to events like this. It just can't.
Anytime I move, the first thing I do when I fucking land, I open up the fucking phone and I call the local PD, bitch ass. It is what I do, man. Don't make me into this. This is not about me, man. It's okay.
Hey, this is what we're doing. It's a free for all.
Why?
See, this is the outcome. We cannot have these outcomes.
All right, thank you everyone.
I'll take this last one. Yes. Well, definitely 3 confirmed, 2 removed by ambulance. 1, I just learned of another sergeant whose hand is broken. We had at least 4 civilians that were removed by EMS. But I assure you, I personally saw other people leaving here with their heads split open, you know, cuts, bruises, lacerations. Myself hitting the head, something down there, my leg is hurting. There'll be more injuries.
And answer why? Because of the potential of like people doing the S word and calling the fucking cops, motherfucker. Okay, it's important that the local PD knows that somebody in the area has a higher potential of doing that, because they flag my house. So if that happens, they call me ahead of the time, right? And I pick up the phone, like, okay, and everybody's prepared for that shit, so that they don't fucking come blazing like crazy and some dog runs in, dog gets shot, fucking bullets ricochet, kill a civilian bystander or some random. Hey, bro, these are things that you have to be responsible about, man. That shit happens, man. It's really bad. Like, that's just how it is.
Okay.
All right, thank you, everyone.